Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie from Budget Life Millionaires by 40. Welcome to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, obviously most of my subscribers are new because this is a new channel. But if you want to become a subscriber, like my videos, and come on over. I'm getting a bunch of subscribers. Recently, most popular ones have been my debt payoffs videos. So, but this is going to be one of my budgeting videos. This is for October, end of the month, what I actually spent for the month of October. So this is going to be a breakdown of what I actually spent. This is what my budget was at the very beginning of October 2019. And I'm going to start my video. And please like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get reminded of when I post my videos. I should be posting my November budget. Also, I'll do an overview of my November, and I also will be posting shortly my end of October net worth update. And that is one of my favorite videos to do because I like to see how much money we are accumulating to bring our net worth up to $1 million soon. So it's getting up there. Both me and my husband are on this journey, pay off our debt, build our net worth, and get up to $1 million by the time we are 40. So we are both 36 years old and we are getting closer and closer every month. So please like and subscribe and watch all my videos. So let's get into the budget. So I like to go each line by line. So basically the first one's going to be my mortgage. Me and my husband are paying down debt. So the debt that we actually only pay interest on are our mortgages. We have two houses that we have mortgages on. One's a rental, the other one we live in. The one we live in is going to be the one that's at the top, and I'm paying over $2,000 extra towards principal every month. So that is why it is so high. And we're trying to keep it like that. We're thinking about bumping it up next year some more. So hopefully we can get it paid off sooner. So I actually spent $4,000 and there's no difference for that one. For the Melrose mortgage, that's one of our rental properties. We have two rental houses. One's paid off and the other one still obviously has a mortgage. And so we pay an extra principal payment from the amortization schedule. So basically we pay the normal month or the normal payment, mortgage payment, and then we add whatever the next month's principal will be. So we're basically deleting that interest that we'll have to pay and reducing our mortgage payoff by like an extra month every month. So basically we're paying 2 years off our mortgage amortization schedule in 1 year. So we're paying double fast, and hopefully we can keep it up. It goes up every month. So as it keeps going up, it's going to leave me less and less to budget. So we'll see, but it's only a couple dollars a month that's going up. So I'm trying to stretch it as long as I can. And maybe I'll change it to where I just pay the regular mortgage. So for that one, we did actually spend that. So we're on budget and zero. So for the next line we have is our Peachtree utilities, and I actually had to pay the property tax this month, so that's for like half the year. So the property tax, and there was like a bill, I believe, for the sewer bill. So together that totaled $1,500. So our utilities is normally, this is a sinking fund, so I budget about $360-ish, or I'm probably going to raise this up a little bit because I believe our property taxes went up, so I'm going to have to like add some more. So probably next month I'll be increasing this by a little bit of money. But yeah, so basically that's that, and we are over. But like next month I believe we might not have any expenses, so it'll be a zero, and then 359 is going to subtract from what we're over. So for what we're over, we're only over by, well, this plus $10. So 15, 10, we're over. So plus, that's a plus. So we're over that, but it's a sinking fund, and yeah. I mean, we were getting down to close to zero. We had like $10 for the month at the start. So yeah, so that's getting down there. So for the next one, actually, I was supposed to have my groceries budget. I accidentally forgot it in my film when I was filming and I put it at the bottom. So we're gonna skip to electric. We're just gonna keep going down, and we'll get to the couple that I forgot about when I was filming this video in the beginning of October. So if you want to watch that video, you can. But basically, this is basically just the budget for the month, and then this is what I actually spent. So you could probably not have to watch that video. But anyway, so electric, we budgeted $215, and we actually did, I think it was $216. So it was just like, I don't know, some change rounded it up. So I'm just going to do $216, and we're actually under for like all my utility bills. They kind of like just roll into the next month. So this is all off of mint.com. So I'm actually under it by $1. I don't know. It looks like I'm over, but according to this, I still had $1 left. So I don't know. So, it's confusing, I know. But basically, most of my bills just roll over the next month. Most of these are like what I pay is what I pay. But sometimes my utility bills will be like a few cents, and then it won't like fully cover that extra amount, and then it'll just go to the next month. And I think that's what happened with this one, is I had like an extra $1 or $2, and then it just rolled over. So I don't know, it's confusing, I know, but that's what happened there. So anyways, moving on, we have our auto fuel, so gasoline for our cars. We had $128. So actually we didn't spend as much money there, so that's awesome. And so you would think I would have an excess amount right here, but what I do is I like to move things around. So if I spend more money on certain things, I might bump up the budget in this side and just move it around so that I don't have like huge excess, because that would be a giant amount of fuel that I'd be rolling over. So for fuel, I actually just rolled over $1. So that is another thing that might confuse a lot of people. I'm sorry about that, but in my mint budget, I kind of just keep it, as long as I keep it, you know, this is the total amount I try to spend. I might move some of these numbers around as I budget, just because I can, and these are just estimates of what I believe I'm going to spend, and sometimes I might spend more on other things and less on gas, more on groceries, and I'll just like move them around while I am, you know, in the month, and figure it out from there. So this is just kind of like my paper budget. I really don't use my paper budget. This is just for like my records keeping, because I use an electronic budgeting app, mint.com. I love mint.com. I've been using it for over 10 years now. And that's my dog barking. Sorry if you hear. Gigi, shh, quiet. Anyways, I'm doing a video. And so for the next one, it's going to be home improvement. So for home improvement, we did spend some money. We spent more than $200. I do have an excess from before. So we spent $572. Some of that's paying down debt. And yeah, so I actually have a remaining balance. I have $214 still to spend in Home Depot, or home improvement. I mean, that's what I meant. Home improvement. So the next one we have is vet. Vet, I didn't spend any money this month, but I have a rollover, so I'm over $365 for the vet. I had some vet bills this summer and they were kind of large, so I'm still trying to pay that down. So $165 came off that total, and now I'm at $365. So next we have is vacation fund, and for vacation fund I spent $46. I went home for my sister's what's it called? I went home for my sister's crap, am I even, sorry y'all, am I even recording this? Yes, I am. I just wanted to make sure. Gigi, shush, 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 shush. I'm recording a video. All right, quiet. No. Do you want to go? No, I'm sorry, guys. I try not to edit my videos, so I'm sorry about the dog. She's being a little pill right now. So I went home. I went to Seattle to visit my sister. She had her engagement party, so I had to go to that. She's my only sister, and so I went to the engagement party, had a little like long weekend, and went there to Seattle, and then came back and went back to school. So basically, I spent $46 of my vacation fund. I believe that was a Lyft airport ride coming from the airport home and maybe something else. I don't remember, but I bought the plane ticket like further back, and then like if I spent like money on food, I just recorded it as my restaurant budget. I didn't really throw it in my vacation fund, but that was like maybe that's 2 Lyft rides. I'm not sure, but at least one of it's Lyft rides. And maybe something else. I don't remember exactly what I allocated that, but that's what happened. So for vacation fund, I have extra amounts left, and that's going to be 200. And ooh, I should probably put dollar signs there. 200. Now it looks funny. 200 and 253. So I still have $253 to spend on my vacation fund, rolling over to the next month. So for the next one, we have restaurants. Restaurants, we spent only $73, which I really don't believe that. But okay, $73 was restaurants. And I moved some of this money around to other categories. So now we are at $0 for restaurants. Internet was 105, so that stayed the same, and we are at 0. Cell phone was 105, and that one's just has a -1, so that means I have $1 extra going to the next month. That didn't, so it was some change or whatever. It added up to $1, so it's moving on to the next month. Home goods, we spent $129. And that says 103, and we had 15 left actually, so I must have moved some money around, or I had excess from the month before, so I still have $15 in that category. That's rolling over to November. And then let's see, the next one I have is clothing. I spent $183 at, I went to Nordstrom Loft to buy some clothes. So I put this on my Nordstrom card, and I just had to pay it off. So I paid that down. So $183. So I'm over $84 for clothing right now. But that's not too bad. I spent a lot here. I'm trying not to spend anything in November. And if I do, it might be something small. I'm trying not to spend money, but we'll see. It's going to be hard with Black Friday and everything. I do like to go Black Friday shopping, so we'll see. But the clothing budget, we'll see. I do need some new pants, so I don't know. That might go up next month too. So utilities is $95. Actually, so for utilities, I don't know I don't get the bill early, so this one I'm guessing, and for some reason the utilities was super cheap this month. It came in at $56, and that's the lowest I've ever seen it. Normally it's around $100, so $56, I'll take it. I like paying less and less on my utilities. So since it was $56, I believe I brought this down to $56 and made it a zero-based budget on that. Yep, 0. So now we're moving on to auto insurance. So auto insurance I pay every 6 months. So I had a surplus, but it's finally getting down to where it's going away. So for auto insurance, I didn't spend any money. And I had a surplus, but now it is at 0. So November is when we pay our next 6 months of policy. So that'll be, I think it's over $500. So $500 for 6 months. And then so that'll be a big charge next month, but then I divide it by 6 and then just allocate it so it's like being budgeted for it by the month, if that makes any sense. And so it just slowly makes it back down to 0 every 6 months. I have enough money saved up to where I could just pay it off in full and actually get a discount for doing that, so I pay less. So anyways, that's how I do this, and I just track it like would be our monthly payment, but we actually would be higher if we paid every month, so I get a discount. So that's just how I like to do it. It's confusing a lot for most people, but if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll try to answer your questions, anything about my budgeting style. So for the next one, we have personal care, and I believe I got my hair did. Yeah, I got my hair done for that, and my husband also had a few haircuts in there. So I paid $113. I got my hair highlighted and stuff. And then I think something from Sephora went into that purchase there. So I'm over by $84. Yeah, another $84. Yep. So over about $84. And then for auto service, this one's going to be scary. So for auto service, we did have to take our car, or at least my husband's car, and actually, wait, that was last month. So auto service, there's a 0. It's 0. I thought I was, I'm having flashbacks. So I didn't spend any money. 0. But I do have a surplus that I am paying down. And that is, a surplus is $309. So that's what's haunting me, I guess. That was from last month. I forgot. So October, we didn't spend any money, but $309 is the rollover. So we paid $50. So it's $359 rollover, and then $50 paid it down, and now it's $309 surplus. So next month, if I keep this $50, it'll subtract another $50 off if we don't actually have any expenses. So for coffee shops, this one was bad this month. I actually spent $65 on coffee shops instead of $35, and so that means I probably bumped this budget up some, and I'm actually at a negative $1, so I still have $1 left to spend. That rolled to the next month, so obviously added $30 to that. Yeah, that was and probably went from, instead of the restaurants, it went from the restaurants to the coffee, and I just went to went to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts instead of going to eat out, and I just had coffee and maybe like a donut or something, I don't know. So I did a lot more of that, and I guess it's cheaper in the long run. I'm not going to some expensive fancy restaurant. So all in all, that was okay. So the next one we have is alcohol. And alcohol, we spent $0. I don't believe it. And so $0, and it's at 0 right now. Fast food, I spent $25. So we did spend $25, what I budgeted, and we have 0 for that one. Natural gas is our gas bill. It was really low, and we spent $17, so that should be actually that one has a -1, so we still have 1. It must have been some change, and it added up to $1, so that's going to the next month rollover, negative rollover. And then finally we got Netflix, and yes, we paid $13 every month. It's about $12.99, and so we have 0 there. And then for the next one is pet supplies. So pet supplies, I don't believe I spent anything. Yeah, I mean, when I buy pet supplies, sometimes I just buy it at the grocery store and it rolls into my grocery budget, which is coming up. And so I don't, like, if I go to PetSmart, then I can allocate it because it's separated out. But when I go to the grocery store in the line, I'm not going to be paying for just the pet supplies and then also my groceries. I'm going to pay for everything. So when I have that one transaction, it just goes to the groceries. So that's why my grocery budget's always kind of overinflated, because I'm buying cat litter, dog food, cat food, and all the like. So that's why it's kind of high. I do not really put a lot towards pet supplies just because I know that most of it's going into groceries, but I do like to allocate some in case I do go to like PetSmart and buy my dog a dog bed or a toy or a cat something. So never know. Sometimes I go and shop and get something special from the specialty stores. So I like to hold on to leave that in my budget. So I had a surplus of $2 earlier, so now I have $15. So basically, I had negative $2 roll over to this month, and I allocated 13, and that turned into $15 because I didn't spend any money. So I hope this is making sense for everyone. So, anyways, next one's my jewelry insurance. Now, I didn't pay any jewelry insurance this month, but it's another one of the things where it's rolling over or paying it down like my auto insurance. So for jewelry insurance, I still have $3 to pay down for next month, and I believe the next payment is in December. So I'll have, and I think it's like $42, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I pay $42 for jewelry insurance. Insures up to like $3,000 worth of jewelry. So in case I get like robbed on the street or my house burns down, I have like $3,000 that I don't have to pay a deductible to get my jewelry back or insured, or if the diamond falls out or something, I believe that covers it. So you never know, and I don't have to pay a deductible, so I like to keep it just for peace of mind. And then groceries. Finally, for the groceries, and that should have been way the heck up here under the utilities. So I allocated $305, but for groceries, we spent $333, so not that bad. And we were over last month, and probably every month I seem to be over in this budget. It's so hard to predict how much we spend. But $333, we are over some and some from before. So we're over $46 from months from this month and months before. So $46 over. It's not that bad, but I need to work on it. I need to focus on buying groceries that we actually eat and not like, let groceries go to waste, because sometimes our stuff spoils and I forget to eat it, or I get too lazy and I just go out to eat or go get coffee and say I don't want to cook. So I need to work on cooking more and saving money and actually eating the groceries and not letting it go to waste, because that's really bad. So anyways, next we have gifts, and I believe I didn't spend any money on gifts this month. So that's $0. And we have a surplus of gifts. So not a surplus. Well, we have more money to spend. So I'm trying to build up our fund for Christmas. So we actually have $300 saved for Christmas, and my birthday is also coming up. So I usually treat myself and call it a gift. That's how I do it. But so $300 towards gifts. I believe I might bump it up this next month, but we'll see. In November's budget, I don't remember. I already did it on Mint.com. I just haven't filmed the video for it yet, so I guess I'll find out, and when I do that in a few days. So that's that. And then the last one is education, and I did spend $50. Is for something. I'm trying to remember what it was for. Oh, I joined the Blacksmith Guild. So I'm taking blacksmithing in it's one of my classes for college. It's actually an elective. I'm actually a business major, and I didn't take any real art classes except for this one. I decided I wanted to take something different. I had to do a free elective, and it was like a business, could not be business related. So I was like, what do we take? And so I saw blacksmithing as one that I could take without having any like prerequisite class to take. So I was like, I'm signing up for that, and I got in. So I've been like, today I went and I was forging metal with this coal guild or fire. Anyway, so I joined this blacksmithing guild, and so it was like $50 to join the membership for the year. So that's what that was. So anyways, so it's good for a year, and I think they meet every month and do like blacksmithing things and like do like different techniques, show off how they do different techniques and stuff. And it's kind of fun. It's different. It's definitely not up my alley, but it's something different to do. And plus I got fed, and it was like I took my husband. We just got to check it out. It was kind of neat. So that was that. So I do have extra money that's going to the next month left over for education, and it's $355. All right, so now we're getting to the very end. So I'm going to total up everything. I already wrote it out, so I don't have to break out my calculator because that would take a long time. So this is what I budgeted, $8,500. Let's put total here. And then, so what we actually spent was, drum roll, $9,546. And mainly that's probably because of my Peachtree utilities. I mean, come on, $1,500. Like, yeah, I don't see myself, like, so I it went over $1,000, but yeah, it's $1,500 here, and this is the only allocated. So obviously this was the thing that put me over, way over. And so I blame the property tax for my rental house for that. But anyway, so that's that. I had to pay that. So that's why my budget's high. And then I like to total these up to see how I'm doing. Hopefully one day these will be down to like closer to zero or negative, so I have at surplus. But right now we're positive land. So we're over by $935. So basically there's more positives than negatives, and so $935 is what I'm over in my difference here. So that is my October end of month budget of the actuals. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe and come back and see more of my videos. I should be posting at least, I believe, 2 or 3 more videos before we get further into November. Is, I believe, the 4th of November as I'm filming, and I should be trying to get another 2 to 3 videos out this week, hopefully. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a great day. Bye.